Hello, SS3 economic students. You are welcome to class. This is your economics teacher, Mr. Alabi. Today's lesson is titled Economic Integrations. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to define international economic integration. You should be able to state the forms of economic integration. You should be able to um, explain the forms of economic integration, and you should be able to state the features of various forms of economic integration. Firstly, what is international economic integration? Economic integration refers to a form of cooperation of various economic regions in terms of economic policies and programs to improve their economic region, or to improve their region, basically. There are four forms of economic integration. One, free trade area. Two, customs union. Three, common market. Four, economic union. One, free trade area. Free trade area refers to a form of economic integration where regions come together to agree on free trade, on restricted trade between the various regions. And by unrestricted trade, we mean there is no form of tariff for imported goods from the member nations of the economic integration. A very good example of free trade area form of economic integration is the ECOWAS. In the ECOWAS, members of the ECOWAS have free and unrestricted trade between their member nations. Part of their features is: one, there is free trade, unrestricted trade between members. Two, there is no tariff for goods imported. And three, there is free mobility of factors of production. Two, customs union. Customs union refers to a form of economic integration where members of the union maintain common tariff for members and non-members. That is, for member nations of the customs union, they have common tariff, and they also maintain common tariff for non-member nations of the organization. Now, what are their features? The major feature is that there is tariff, but the tariff is common for both member nations and non-member nations. Two, there is restricted movement of factors of production. That is, there is no free movement of factors of production in and out of regions within that market. Now, the next one is common market. Common market refers to a kind of economic integration in which member nations maintain common pricing policies among themselves. That is, prices of goods are common to virtually all member nations of the world. Now, you can maintain another pricing policy with other countries of the world, but with member nations, prices of goods are mostly the prices that are obtainable in the local market. And the reason for this is just to enjoy the benefits of international trade and to maintain trade relationship between the member nations. Also, there is also to it common tariff policies maintained with non-member nations. Then the last one, that's number 4, is economic union. Economic union is a form of economic integration in which member nations maintain common economic policies. That is, member nations in an economic union maintain the same economic policies. That is, economic policies that are adopted by Nigeria, for instance, should be the same economic policies that should be adopted by South Africa, thereby ensuring that member nations have a similar economic policy. A very good example of a customs union is the EU, European Union. A very good example of the economic union is the EU, European Union. European Union maintains the same economic policies within member nations, although most nations are already backing out of the EU. Example is UK that recently left the European Union. But the European Union is a very good example of an economic union. And also there is this craving in an economic union for a common currency. So those are the features and types of forms of economic integration. If you have questions, please feel free to drop it in the question and answer section. Thank you.